Welcome to the Library Assistant's Guide. I'm the Library Assistant. What are we doing today? Well, stick around and find out. Welcome to the Library Assistant's Guide. Welcome to the Library Assistant's Guide. Hello and welcome back. Today I am doing a T.B.R. For you who are booktubers, you know that means to be read. And I am doing a graphic novel edition. These are all graphic novels that I want to read someday. I don't know when I'm going to read them. I don't know. It could be today, it could be tomorrow. I don't know. But it could even be somewhere down the line. I have no idea. But today I am going to show you 5 books that I really want to read that are graphic novels. You ready? Okay. Let me just move this around here. The first book is Werewolf by Night. It's a Marvel book. It's a graphic novel, and it's actually an omnibus. It's a compilation of all the Werewolf by Night stories. These were out in the 70s, and they were about Jack Russell, this teenager who was cursed to be a werewolf. And it's all his adventures. I've never read any of the comic books. I've always wanted to. And this is one I really want to read. But if you know, I've read the Howard the Duck omnibus in the past, and that took me a long time to do. It took me a couple months to read that one. So that's why I haven't started this one yet, because it is a long book, and I just don't know if I'll be able to finish it. So I want to be able to read it and be able to finish it. That way I can possibly give a review here. Of course, I have to like it to give a review, but I probably would. I have to see. It's a Marvel book, so I probably will. Okay, let's move on to the next graphic novel. Let's put this one over here. Okay. The next one is Marvel Masterworks, Doctor Strange, Volume 1. Now this is about Doctor Strange. If you've seen the movie, you know who he is. And this is the beginning of, this is Volume 1, so this is the beginning of his journey as Doctor Strange. So I want to read this one, because I'm waiting until I watch the movie before I do this. So that's why I'm not going to read this just yet. I want to see the movie first, then I'll read the book. Okay, let's move on. Okay, Goosebumps, but this isn't any ordinary Goosebumps. This is Goosebumps Creepy Creatures. It's Volume 1. There's at least 3 of these. This one is The Werewolf of Fever Swamp, The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight, and The Abominable Snowman of Pasadena. Now, the reason I haven't read this book, I haven't read it yet. I've read all these books individually, and I'm kind of like, I know in my mind I have pictured what they are about, and if I read the comic book, I might kind of like not like it, because, well, I have my idea of what I want it to look like, and then the illustrator has their own idea of what they want it to look like. So it's like, yeah, I don't know, but I'll give it a shot, but I don't know when. Okay, now this is one I really want to read. Asterix. And it's book 1 of Asterix, Asterix de Gaul. Now, I really want to read this one because I loved the animated movies of Asterix. I saw these years ago. I really, really, really enjoyed them. And now that I've found an actual comic book of Asterix, I really want to read this. I mean, it's a short book. I probably could read it in like a couple hours, and maybe even less than that. And I just don't know why I haven't read it yet. I don't, but I really, really, really enjoy the whole escapades of Asterix and Obelix and their attacks, and their fight against the Romans. But we'll see. You know, well, I don't know when I'm going to read it. I'm hoping I can read it soon. I hope I'll read it soon. But right now I have a few other things I'm going to read, so I have to kind of put this on the back burner for now. Okay. Droids and Ewoks Omnibus. Yes. In case you don't know, there was a TV show. Well, there were 2 TV shows, Ewoks and Droids, and they came on Saturday mornings when there were Saturday morning cartoons. And the Ewoks one was about the Ewoks and their adventures on Endor, and they kind of look kind of cutish looking. They didn't look like the Ewoks from the movie, but it was a good show. And then the Droids one is about R2-D2 and C-3PO and their adventures before they actually met Luke Skywalker. So those were the premises of those 2 shows. Star Comics, which was a little division of Marvel Comics, put out these Ewoks and Droids comic books right when the shows were on. Star Comics is no longer around, but they did make these comic books. They also made Fraggle Rock comic books. They did a lot of popular characters as comic books, and Ewoks and Droids were one of them. And this is an omnibus that collects the Ewoks and the Droids comic books, and I really want to read it. I don't know why I haven't already, but it's a big omnibus, and that might take a little time, but I don't know. I gotta get around to reading this one. But like I said, with the Asterix one, I have other books I have to read right now. So once I finish them, I can start on possibly this and possibly Asterix and possibly some of the others. Well, that's it for the T.B.R. graphic novel edition for the Library Assistance Guide. Come back next time for another exciting episode of the Library Assistance Guide. And until next time, take care. Stay cool.